Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am super excited to be back playing again this summer with my friend Audrey's Summer Scrappin series. And so this is a series this year she did in June, July, and August, where she is doing 21 days of summer layout inspiration. And so I'm super excited to be joining her today. And so what I am doing is creating my background here. So I've taken that Amy Tangerine black and white diagonal paper that you see me use all the time, one of my favorites from Hustle and Heart, and I have put that on the back of this kind of yellow watercolorish paper. And this is from the new Field Notes collection from Vicki Bowden. And I'm going to pair it up with a bunch of pattern paper from Simple Stories Hello Summer. And so I've just pulled out my 6x8 paper pad, and I've taken all the prints that I want to use, and I'm cutting them into 1-inch strips. So I've taken these 1-inch strips of a whole bunch of different pattern papers, and they're all going to be lined up down the middle of my layout. And so this is a really great way to kind of use up scraps if you have a bunch of branding strips, a paper pad that you want to get some use out of. So the way I'm going to make it a little bit different is you'll see right here is I'm pairing up my strips. So I am taking my 1-inch strips and I am finding a pair or a second paper that looks like a good match. And then I'm going to cut them in half and then kind of sort them so that there are two different pieces that are going to go together. And so this is going to allow me to have like a 5-inch strip of pattern paper that runs down the middle of my layout. But they're going to be made up kind of bricks of different patterns. And so I'm just going to kind of offset them just a little bit and layer up where I want each of these strips to be. So this is why I was kind of pairing them up before with patterns that would look good together, because this is going to run the entire length of my layout. And I really like how cutting them at different lengths and then layering them along that entire center portion of the layout really creates kind of a focal part of the layout itself. So then I'm just going to take some black ink and I'm going to go all the way around the edges of all of these little pattern paper bricks before I adhere them down. And you can see kind of towards the bottom 1/4 of the layout, I've left a little extra space. And this is because I want to get some word stickers in there. But I just want them to show on the edges of my title. So I'm going to wait until I have my title in place. And then I'm going to go back and you'll see me add some word stickers because I want to get some words into this background. So that's why I left that little space right there. So I'm taking this cut file that just says best day ever, and I backed the word day with some pineapple pattern paper, and this also came from that same Hello Summer collection. And then I'm going to have it overlapping my photo. So I have this 4x6 photo of my daughter in the pool, and it has her just kind of laying in her pineapple floating. And so I'm going to take that title and I'm putting it on a bunch of dimensional adhesive. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow it to show up a little bit more, give it a little bit more emphasis. And then I'm going to overlap it right on the bottom edge of that photo. So you can tell where I have that kind of open space below where her pool float is. And so that's where the word best is going to go. And I really like how that looks. And I like how adding the dimensional adhesive kind of really makes that title stand out. So there you can see I went back and added those little word stickers that I was wanting in that space. And then I'm just going to play with some sticker embellishments. So I'm going to add some stickers up here in this top left-hand corner of my photo. And then I think I'm going to add these sunglasses where day and ever meet. And so I'm just kind of playing around with stickers at this point. And some of them are going to stay, some of them are going to go. And so I'm trying to decide where I want this little sun to be located, because I'm going to end up kind of having 3 embellishment clusters around my title, as well as this one in the top left corner of my photo. So I end up with the sun up there, and then I have a little tab that just says relax. And then I'm going to stick this palm frond in there in that little space between best and day. And then I remember that I have the chipboard that goes with this collection. So I'm going to add some of this to give it some extra dimension. And I really like how this little banner can go across the T, and it looks like it's kind of the line for crossing your T, but it says Sunkissed on it. So I thought that was a really cute addition. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some enamel dots to each one of my clusters. So because I have so many pattern papers going on in the background and kind of so much busyness, I don't need a lot of embellishment. And if I were to add a ton of embellishments, all it's going to do is make it seem way too busy and take the focus away from the photo. So I'm keeping the embellishments very simple, and that's basically going to do it for this layout. So do make sure that you hop over to Audrey's channel and check out her video today, as well as everyone else who got to play along with the Summer Scrappin collaboration this summer. And I will be back to see you soon. Bye!